Um, well, happy official Winter Olympics Day.
Yes.
I actually think that they might have tipped off, I think, yesterday. But I'm gonna jump right on. Did you see the Lindsey Vonn news?
No,
Okay. You're obviously familiar with who she
I don't.
is.
I don't think so. Hold on.
Okay. Maybe the best downhill skier ever.
Okay.
Let's see. He did. I just want to get the years right here. Her first Olympics 2002, then '06, 2010, then 2018. The interviews in 2018, she thought she was done. She thought she was retiring. Hey, I did it. Top of the world. She is a nine-time world champion. She competed 21 times in their World Cup of alpine skiing. She's just, yeah, amazing. Who she basically like started this like, hey, I'm gonna come back. She
Hmm.
returned to competitive skiing November 2024. Like, hey, this is gonna be like swan song. Gonna get to go out. And three days ago, 4 days, I don't know what it was. Um, torn ACL.
Damn.
Yeah, yeah, I believe it was I believe it was on a fall. I think. Hold on, here's the full story right here. They were like, all right, well, man, what a career! Like, man, that's so cool. Like, you did it. Like, it's all good.
Yeah,
She
just
goes,
like GG's.
nah. Posted a video of her working out in the gym, being like, I'm gonna still do this. And they were like, what? I'm sorry. Your ACL is torn off the bone like some brisket. Like, what do you mean?
Dude, first of all, mad respect. Mad respect. I don't know how she's going to do this, but if she does this, it might be one of the most legendary things of all time.
Yeah.
Because, you know, fortunately, I've never torn an ACL, so I'm going to knock on wood here. But I did, when I was rotating in pharmacy school, I did work with someone at one of my rotation sites who had a torn ACL and couldn't get surgery for another like month or two. So basically was just told, wear a brace, live with it, do what you can, try not to use it. Surgery's in 2 months, right? Um, and he was hobbling around the place we were working. And I'm not trying to like dog on him at all. Like, dude was working on a torn ACL. You catch me at home in bed, hobbling, right? So I don't know how she's gonna do this downhill skiing, but if that's not grit and just pure will, I don't know what is.
So it says torn ACL, meniscus damage, and she said her knee is not swollen and she's going to use a knee brace. She has to go through one training run before she can compete. Her event is Sunday, as in like 3 days from now.
Yeah, 2 days, 3 days to train. Maybe she hit a training run today, or maybe it's scheduled for day before. Feels good day before. Go for it.
Yeah, she's supposed to do three different events this Olympics, and it's just like I don't know. It always cracks me up. The I don't know if you ever saw it. It was a meme a couple years ago. The graphic they always used to show, like the old New York Giants team doctor, was this like old guy. Must have been his 70s or his 80s. This is probably 10 years ago now at this point. And it was like, oh yeah, he was hired in like the 30s and 40s for this job.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like how far medicine has come. Like those they were just giving you, they were just shooting you full of whatever and being like, you're good, get out
You're
there.
fine. Yep.
And now like you got guys who could roll an ankle, be back in a day. ACL, you're back in 6 months. Like it's amazing how far they've come.
Mm-hmm.
But this I haven't seen.
No,
This
this
is
is
nuts.
torn ACL on the 30th, from what I'm looking at here, and then to turn around and compete on what would be what the
The
8th.
eighth, yeah.
It's not human.
Yeah, so her trainer was like, yeah, she's been doing box jumps in the gym, doing squats. She'll be fine. I'm sorry, what?
What's she on? That's what I want to
Either maybe that's that mom superpower. Like I
Yeah,
don't know,
no, that's all I can chalk it up to, honestly.
but yeah, Matt, to your point, mad respect. That would be incredible. um, Other than that, I did actually see scrolling through the Athletic yesterday, and lo and behold, I come across a introductory video for new people that don't know what the sport of mountaineering is.
Okay, okay,
And it
this is
was this
me. This is
guy,
for
yeah,
me.
it was a guy who was doing coverage for the Winter Olympics, and I guess went out to the World Cup last month, and was like, okay, so people who aren't familiar with this, like, here's what it is, and here's what it's gonna look like. And I was like, wow, like this was us. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
He must have watched us.
he saw our pod and was like, I gotta make something
You're
for
like,
these
God, these
people.
guys know nothing.
Yep.
Please, somebody let them know.
Mm-hmm.
So the only detail I thought was interesting, we talked about it is going to be short formed, so it's going to be
Mm-hmm.
a couple of minutes, but traditionally, like the World Cup of Mountaineering is a 2 to 3 hour event.
Okay.
So you start at the base, you have to go up in like snowshoes, take those off, and then ski down.
Okay.
So who knows?
So
I
this is
think
gonna
that'll
be
be
quick heat
electric.
runs of.
Yeah.
This is gonna be the bullet version if you play any
They
chess.
call it the sprint. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh boy, I'm so stoked. Nothing like just like, and of course Milan's a different time zone too. Just throw on Peacock or NBC. Be like, oh yeah, what am I
Mm.
watching tonight?
When I know we looked at it last week. When is it? Because I actually need to
Open
mark.
Opening ceremonies is tomorrow,
Okay.
but they have started some of the qualifiers.
Mm-hmm. I did see
I think
that. Some of those were
today.
completed today.
Curling actually started on Wednesday, and the lights went out in the building mid curl.
You know they nailed it though. Still, right? They
You
had
know that.
right.
You've never done curling, right?
No, I've seen it. Never done it.
Have you seen it in person? Electric. Said I was working at the ice rink. We like this group called from I want to say it was like the Midwest, like Michigan or something, coming down to visit Florida. They're like, oh yeah, we're the so and so curling club. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. But they wanted to spend their summers down in Florida, so like,
Okay.
hey, like, we were thinking about like bringing our stuff with us or whatever. I don't even know what they did. But like, could we rent it out and go curling? I was like, oh, sure, dude. So they came out 2 or 3 times, and one time I went out just like to stand next to the ice. Dude, those stones,
Oh, yeah.
ridiculous, and they just gliding on the ice like it's nothing. With one guy with a broom, I'm like, this is so cool.
Yeah, and the exact like okay, we have to sweep
It
until
needs
we
to
get to
rotate
this
this.
point. Uh
Yep,
huh. Crazy.
and now it's gotta change. We gotta do it right now.
Yep. Now we
Yeah,
spin,
no, that's
spin,
cool.
spin. We're trying to knock this one out or hit this one on the point. Like no, it's crazy. It's like you know, cornhole just way, 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 way harder.
Or like partner like billiards.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'll hit it over here, but then you need to hit it over here. Yeah, it is a lot of strategy involved. That's a fun one. But um, well, they to switch over to the NBA. Well, I feel like we're finished with the Super Bowl stuff since it
Yeah.
is coming up.
Besides our prop picks, but
I already got that tab open. Don't you worry. We The NBA finalized the reserve rosters on Sunday. I don't know if you want to get into that or not. A couple of snubs, I guess you could say.
yeah.
Let's see.
I didn't see anything as they were popping up because I'm watching this at work, or at least not watching it, but just kind of paying attention to the notifications. I didn't see anything that was like, okay, that's kind of league changing or conference changing, or even like, quite honestly, super team changing. Maybe you look into the picks that the team's got over the next couple years, but I didn't think anything was super crazy. right? I think we're all waiting
No.
on Giannis, waiting on Giannis, waiting on Giannis, and then got a notification that's like, oh yeah, the Bucks are keeping him. So it was like, all right, well there goes the excitement, just out the window.
I think the only note that I made for the entire All Star thing before the trade deadline was that Jamal Murray. This is the first time he's ever been an All Star.
Okay, I mean
That
that's a
that
little
sounds
shocking.
fake,
Yeah,
right?
that's a little shocking.
But I guess when you think about the backcourts that are like normally in the West, like I get it. Normally it was Dame or it was Steph or it was Harden, like Westbrook. I get it, but I feel like he's been quite solid now for several years. That was a little surprising to me,
Yeah,
but yeah, congrats to him. And to your point, the trade deadline. I don't know if maybe this is some secret ploy for them to like take over Super Bowl week, but the trades that were firing, I feel like my phone was buzzing every 15 minutes with something. Some of
hmm
them minor, right, just for like salary cap shedding or whatever, but there were some players that got moved.
yeah,
And I even to harken back to the beginning of January, like Trey Young was also part of this trade deadline.
hmm
Um, to your point, Giannis, I just don't know if they got a package that was worth sending off one of your guys, even if he's got 2 years left on his deal, still owed whatever it's like 58 or 59 a year. I would have needed something significant, and I don't think they got it. Clearly, they
something
didn't.
big, and then like not we mentioned the Warriors trading Jimmy Butler, like his ACL's gone, and he's not participating in the Winter Olympics right now. Going to be back in 4 days, 5 days.
Yeah,
So he's gonna be out for a little bit, and then I think
he
we
needs to
can.
call Lindsey Vaughn.
Right. I hope this isn't the truth. Right. I hope this doesn't happen. But usually, once injuries start to pile up, we see the level of play start to deteriorate. Right. Think
Especially with age. Yeah.
Derrick Rose, Anthony Davis, Klay Thompson. You know, I don't know if that. I think that definitely hurts the value, and it doesn't make it worth his deal. Now having that ACL injury, because you don't know what Jimmy's going to come back, right? You're praying, you're hoping. As a Warriors fan and just as a human and basketball fan in general, I'm hoping he comes back strong and right, has no issues. But it is a thing.
And almost to further your point, like this isn't a team where he can just be like an off the bench kind of guy to like warm up. This team needs him.
You're not trading your star for someone who could potentially come off the bench or would probably maybe start for you.
But the Warriors did make a trade. I was so curious to see your reaction on that.
I did see this Porzingis.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't mind it, but to the same note, I feel like he's had some injuries and isn't the same Knicks Porzingis that was a powerhouse and I don't want to say feared, but definitely like
Hey, whoa, he
you
was
know,
feared. Maybe he was feared by us, but he was feared.
yeah,
Um, no, I would say, I mean, if you're looking for like peak Porzingis, I would say the end of his Knicks tenure into maybe the first 2 years as a Maverick, and then I would say the last year as a Celtic,
I
where
was
he
gonna
was
say
just
he
like,
definitely filled his role as a Celtic.
oh my gosh, as a 3-point
After,
shooting
yep,
big,
mm-hmm.
but if I remember correctly, I believe he's been diagnosed with POTS, and I do not know what that acronym stands for, but
I
it's been something he's been dealing with this
should
whole
know,
season.
but
And
I don't
I
off the
don't
top of
know
my
how many
head.
games he's played. And you feel bad because, to your point, he's had a good career.
Yeah. Okay. Transition from lying down to standing up. Number of symptoms:
Yeah, that doesn't
heart
happen
rate, dizziness,
multiple times a
fatigue.
day.
Right. Um, yeah. Postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome.
Okay, so you're too tall, so then all of your muscles are stretched out. No, that sounds awful.
Yeah, I mean, imagine every time we finish this pod, you go to stand up to go walk the dogs or something. Tachycardic, dizzy, faint, you know.
Mm-mm. I think that'd be curtains for me. I'm good.
Yeah, yeah, let
And
alone
hey, by
going to
the
play an
way,
NBA game.
I was gonna say, not only that, hey, by the way, we still want you, so you're gonna get traded to Golden State because
Yep.
you need to help us win.
No sitting on the bench. No, you just gotta,
You gotta
you know what
play
I mean?
48 minutes. Play
Yeah,
full
no,
40.
it's
Halftime, don't
rough.
sit. What were your thoughts on the Kuminga stuff?
I
I
liked
don't know
Kaminga
if
when
we've
he
talked
was
about this
there.
before.
No, I like Kaminga. I mean, Kaminga was definitely doing pretty much exactly what the Warriors needed him to do, right? He wasn't some Giannis, right? Or an AD or Porzingis when they're healthy. But when it came to making the right plays at the right time, making the right decisions, I mean, I think he's a smart player. I think he'll do great where he's at, but I think it definitely hurts a little bit, you know, because he was just such an integral part of the team.
Yeah, I mean, I believe it was the number 7 pick in 2021. I just found it so interesting that like he was maybe Kerr didn't like him. I don't know, but he didn't play as much as I thought. And I know there was some falling out between like I don't think Kerr liked him in the system that he wanted to do. Which like I get it, right? You win 4 titles, sure, but to trade him, who's still young, I don't think he's reached his ceiling. Buddy Hield, who was fine. Porzingis was a little odd. It's like trading one player you're not going to use for one player that might not be able to play.
Yeah. One player who's got you to the playoffs. Maybe it
True,
wasn't him, but him
true.
in that system, like you've been making the playoffs.
It's true. You won a ring.
Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, it could be some locker room stuff too. Like maybe the guys aren't meshing well. Like we're not getting any punching videos, but
I was gonna say the Warriors never have anything in the locker room, right?
no, never. It's not the Warriors. It's just Draymond. That's it's just as a separate entity. That's podcast Draymond, and
I
then you
see.
got
Okay.
Warriors in the game Draymond. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You got two different things there. Um, so I mean, maybe there's just something we don't know, and just after however many seasons, all right, cut your ties.
Sick of it.
Try to get
Get out of
something.
here.
Get something else rotating in.
Other big moves. Obviously, James Harden was traded. Trae Young was traded. Anthony Davis was traded. Those didn't necessarily even seem like blockbuster trades. I would say Anthony Davis was maybe the biggest one because of the amount. I think it was eight players, 9 picks, or vice versa. I don't know. A lot was moved. But does it? I guess my follow up question to you is: does it change how you felt about the teams with the best chance to win?
It doesn't, in my
Okay.
opinion. I think don't quite remember exactly what I said, but those teams that I picked, I threw the Lakers, the Nuggets, OKC, the Celtics, the Knicks, and then the Pistons, right? I think it's still one of those three on each side. I don't think AD. Where do you go? The Cavs?
No,
No.
James Harden went to the Cavs.
James Harden went to the. Oh yes, James Harden with
AD
Mitchell.
went to Washington.
That could be scary. James Harden, Mitchell, but I think James Harden's a bit past his prime,
I think that's fair
and
to say. Yeah.
I'm less worried about that. Like he was nasty when we were still getting those shooting fouls and free throw farming, right? But then they kind of tweaked the rules and stuff on that, and then he fell off.
The
In
old
my opinion,
SGA. Yeah, yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Maybe James Harden 5 years ago. That team is looking great. I think the weird thing with Harden is like I don't know. Maybe he's like restless. Like he can't stay in one location for too long. Then he's like, yeah, you know what? Trade me. Like, I want to go somewhere else. Which, like, fair, dude. Player empowerment. Like, I get it. It's your choice, but he never really seems to stick anywhere.
You can't like find a home,
Right.
you know.
The team is never built around him. I guess I'll say that. Like, he always seems to be like the extra piece onto a team,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't. He's never won a ring.
Mm-mm.
To your point, I don't think it's happening this year. So, yeah, that was an interesting one. Thunder traded for Jared McCain, which worries me
Hmm.
because why did anybody else? So that means the Thunder is definitely seeing something that are like, no, 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 we want this guy.
Yeah, I mean, it could be that final piece, right?
They are hurting.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it was last 28 games, they're 17-11.
Yeah, so wheels are falling off.
They were in the process of getting blown out last night and closed it up against the Spurs. Another loss against the Spurs.
Spurs have their number.
God,
So
imagine that as like a Western Conference Finals now. Ooh,
I think OKC needs to hope that the Spurs drop a couple to a
on the
weird
other side,
matchup.
yeah.
Yep, that's
No, no, Spurs get the Thunder. Spurs get the Nuggets in their first round matchup.
something like
Yeah,
that. Or LeBron and the Lakers that just have something dialed in for Wemby.
yeah. You know what's funny? I think I think the Lakers are kind of a sneaky pick. Maybe not to win the whole thing, but I do think if you give LeBron that sort of extra like chip on his shoulder, and Doncic is healthy and like rearing to go. No, are they the most complete team? I don't think so. But you're talking about two guys that could just take over a game.
And for me, it's just the wisdom,
Yeah,
the
fair.
knowing what play is coming, the knowing where you have to be during the game, right? Like when to take your rests, when to like just everything. I think, granted it was over the span of a few years, but the 3-1 comeback versus the Warriors, like that
Hmm.
Cleveland team was just locked in, locked down, and granted the OKC won last year. I think this could be that like second year where it's like, okay, they did all this, this, and this. We're going to be ready for that,
Yeah,
and our players are going
correct.
to be ready for that. So always got to put
Yeah,
LeBron's name in the hat.
and then Knicks are on an 8 game winning streak. I did. Uh, it was like their tip off last night was like 7. It's like 9 o'clock, and I'm like, yeah, yeah, yeah. We're gonna go to bed. Like, let me just finish watching the Knicks game. 3 or 4 minutes left, whatever it was. Tied. They go to OT. I was like, all right, 5 minute OT, whatever. Back and forth. Towns fouled out. I was like, "Ooh." And did you watch? Did you see the highlights at all?
Mm-mm.
So we're up, and 2 minutes left. Jamal Murray goes down, takes a three, bricks it, and then the thing goes. Everyone's like, "Oh, Knicks win by 2." Wait a second, late foul,
Okay.
off the ball foul against Mikal Bridges with zero point 0.3 seconds left. But they're in the bonus. They get to shoot two.
Mm-hmm.
Denver shoots two, ties the game. Double overtime they're going. I'm like, all right, dude. And no Towns because he fouled out. Jokic was on a minutes restriction and he blew past his minutes restriction. I think he played 49 minutes last night and he was supposed to play 32. And triple double, of course. Murray scored 39 or 40. But Brunson, man, Brunson 42 points was clutch. It's those games I watch. I'm like, I could see us
Yeah.
competing with the best teams, and then sometimes I'll watch us like lose to Charlotte. I'm like, who are these
What's
guys?
going? Yeah.
Get them off my team. But yeah, that's the nature of an 82 game season, I
Just yeah,
suppose.
82 games. Anybody can beat anybody on any given day. Injuries, rest games.
Well, I think that's all I had for the NBA. So a bunch of smaller deals, I'll say. Like I don't know if that'll fundamentally change the league, but definitely teams looking to try to find that last piece.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah. Here's Yeah, no, that's good. Baseball pitchers and catchers just started reporting, but we've still got month, I'll say. We'll get into some prediction stuff, I think, for that. Uh, Probably around first week of March. I think we got time. Gets us into spring training. But I've got two NFL points before we get into the props. First one is Roger Goodell had his State of the Union address for Super Bowl week. Did you see the release about the international slate next
No,
year?
you were hit me up about that. Let's hear it because I took a brief look, but I didn't see anything.
Here's the unfortunate reality of the situation. We're going to end up where everybody has an international game. Probably in the next 5 years, I'll say.
Is that unfortunate?
The only thing I'll say is this. I think they're I think they're cool as like a novelty. Like, oh yeah, our team goes to London this year, or our team goes wherever. But the reality is that you're losing those fans are losing a game. Right? So if I'm a
One
Jag
of
season
those
ticket
two
holder,
teams, yeah.
if it's a home game for us, we lose that game. Now, yes, to your point, my misery is somebody else's joy. Those guys never get to see that team. I get that. However, when I think about Liverpool, if because it has been talked about, like the Spanish league, the Italian league have talked about doing it. There are talks to like have a league game in a different country, not a tournament, nothing. Regular league game. Hey, let's move it overseas. Real Madrid Barcelona talked about having a league game in Miami. Now, would the ticket sales fly? Of course they would. Oh my goodness, because those people never get to see Barcelona.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But it's been pushed like 3 or 4 times, and every single time the supporters of those home teams have pushed back, wrote formal letters, posted on social media, boycotted, whatever, and it's never actually happened because the fans are like, this team's from here. Like we're fans of the team from here.
Mm-hmm.
You can take them wherever you want for friendlies or for tournaments or whatever, but like we play our home games here. And I just don't think the US has that. I don't know if tribalism is the right word or like the fanatics of it, but we're like, yeah, yeah, sure. Jags are gone for 3 games this year in London. They're like, yeah, no problem, whatever. Okay, but if it was this diehard as these other teams or these other countries, like we'd be rioting in the streets. What do you mean my team's got to go to Mexico City to play?
Yeah.
That's a Sunday I should be going and taking my kid to go watch a game.
Mm-hmm.
So no, it's not apples to apples, but I think that is in the kind of in the back of my brain a little bit like, just feels a little off
No,
with how
that's
often.
yeah, no, that's fair. I didn't think about it like that. I will say, could be personal opinion, but I think the fanship for soccer
For
is
sure.
a lot more ingrained than in American football.
Sure. I get that.
No offense to any diehard NFL fans, I just think it's true. Um, I was viewing it more as
They're living and dying over there with every game.
yeah, no. Um, I like we have fights in the stadiums, but they're like setting off,
Players. Oh
yeah,
yeah.
like flares. I don't want to say bombs, but like team loses, it's security moment. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Um, I was looking at it as like, okay, the Jags are in London. What if one year, maybe this year we save and just go wherever they're going next year for the international game? I think that'd be dope. You make a weekend out of it. I realize not everyone can do that. Um, but no, that's a very good point. I didn't think about it it's like you're losing a home game, but they're playing in London. It's so cool, you know.
Yeah, and it is pros and cons. I get it, but also to your point, my mother-in-law did go 2 years ago and
Hmm.
went to London and went to Tottenham Hotspur Stadium to watch the game. She said it was so cool because it's like, oh my gosh! Like, but at the same time, the fans that are at that game are football fans. They might not be fans of that team,
Right.
if that makes sense. Like you see jerseys of every team.
I wonder if logistically they could do it so you had the same amount of home games. It was
That has
on
crossed my mind
an
too.
away
Yeah,
game week, technically. Like there would be a home team still decided, but each team still plays its 9 or 7 or whatever home games that they would play, and one of their international games would be their away game slot, basically.
I
If
think
they
that's
could
what they
do
should
that,
have
I think
done.
that would be the best way to do it.
Yeah, that seems fair.
I'm not in those rooms though, so that would just be now that you brought that up because it has to have been thought of. Like, oh, what are our fans gonna think? You know what I mean?
Right. Or actually, I shouldn't say that. Maybe they haven't thought about it. I don't know. It's the NFL.
You know, you would
But yeah,
think it was
it's
thought of, and it wouldn't surprise me if it wasn't.
what a great like commercial opportunity, and advertising and ticket sales. I get all that. What a great opportunity to grow the game, right? What a great way for these people in other countries like to come and see a game that maybe they don't have access to on their local channels. And I can totally understand and respect that. If you're thinking about it strictly from the team that should have been at home or even the team that was away, like you're just losing that opportunity. And maybe it's I think the other thing it dials down to is NBA had a Germany games, England as well, or France as well. Like they'll do series in different places. But you've got 41 home games. So you take one or two, it's no big deal. You have, to your point, 8 home games.
Yeah.
And almost every NFL stadium's every sellout. So that's it feels icky. But anyways, enough about that. Here are the locations. So 3 London games, which I'm sure the Jags will get 2 of those. Madrid, they're back in Madrid. They re-signed, I think, for another 2 years, and that's at the Real Madrid Stadium. Mexico City gets a game. Rio de Janeiro gets a game. Munich gets another game. They are not returning to, I think it was Frankfurt, because there were 2 Germany games this year. They're going down to 1 next year. But the 2 new spots: Paris, France.
Okay. PSG Stadium?
I didn't know that they were into football, and maybe that's naive of me.
Maybe.
I did not know. And Melbourne, Australia.
That's a cool one.
And what got me thinking with Melbourne, Australia, was how the hell are you going to pull that off with a 16-hour time change? But I might have solved it for them. They did announce it's going to be the Rams versus the Niners, which makes sense. West Coast, sure. But let's play time zone math here. If they were to play on a Sunday at 1, right? That would be Saturday night for us.
Yeah, it's currently 2:23 p.m. over there.
Right. Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if they were to play a 1 o'clock game, that's kicking off at
It's 9
9 p.m. our
o'clock.
time.
That's 9 o'clock. I think that's fine.
Except here's the rub: it's an outdoor stadium. That means the whole game is played in the sunlight, and we're watching it at 9 p.m.
Yeah, that's fine. I think that's
I don't think it's
weird.
the end of the world. I think it's a little weird. But then when do you do it? Do you put it on a Tuesday game and it ends up as a Monday night? Or do you play it on a Monday that's your Sunday night game? Or do you play on a Friday and that becomes your Thursday night game?
They gotta come back.
It's got to be your bye, right? You got to be able to
Both teams get a bye the next week. That's
pass
possible.
this.
That's
I
possible.
would be so pissed
I think you would probably make that your
because you would lose a day coming home.
Sunday night football.
Or I guess you'd gain a day coming home. You'd lose a day going out there. Yeah,
Okay,
because
yeah.
if you did it as a Monday at 1 or noon, that would be our Sunday night slot.
Mm-hmm. I think that would be the way you have to do it as far as recovery goes.
They would finish the game late afternoon Monday, come home. Still gives them 3 days of recovery
Come
rest. But
home,
my God, that jet lag.
they'd be back by Monday.
Oh,
You know, you play it Monday afternoon
you got to get it by.
and you get home Monday afternoon. I don't know how long the flight is. You get home Tuesday morning or whatever. Back here. Huh. That's
Crazy.
interesting. We'll definitely have to like pin the time for that when they release which team. Well, they've released which teams, but which time and all that stuff.
Um, yeah, all it has is that it's teams.
Yeah, yeah. I think they'd probably have to make it Sunday night football, or you let them play Sunday.
You can't do Sunday midday because that's a Saturday night game. That's got to be college football season.
Trying to make it Sunday afternoon.
You'd have to play a Monday morning game, like a 10 a.m. No chance.
Who knows? Who knows what they're gonna do?
That just feels like a logistical nightmare. So much fun. What a great idea. But also, oh my gosh. Yeah, that's my international stuff.
Man. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna keep my eye on that.
I believe we have made it to the picks section.
I got mine pulled up here.
I'd love to go through what we're thinking because my kids have been hounding me, and I finally decided today. I'd like, all right, I'll tell you my picks. But what's the line at right now?
Oh, it was 4.5 the other day.
Still 4.5. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So we're on the ESPN prop pickers, whatever. First one is your official pick: Seahawks Patriots.
Seahawks.
Both 14-3, by the way.
Hmm.
Result of the opening coin toss.
This is easy. There's one pick every single time.
It, enlighten me.
Tails.
First scoring play: passing TD, rushing TD, field goal, and any other score.
I put field goal.
Really conservative.
It's a Super Bowl. I don't think they're going to be rolling dice first drive. At least you get down in a scoring position.
Which player will score the first TD? Kenneth Walker III, JSN, Ramondre Stevenson, any other player, or no touchdown scorer.
Hmm. I picked Jason.
I would see. I was torn between that and any other player because if they know JSN's going to be the guy, but he's very good. Which player will receive more passing yards?
Darnold.
One of my kids, one of the Seattle fan in my class, was like, "Oh yeah, he's Ginger Jesus," and I was like, "I don't know if you can say that, but I agree."
Probably only in your Discord chats.
But is he wrong? Uh,
I said it last
which
week.
quarter will have the
Two
most
teams,
points?
14 wins. Like, come on.
Yeah.
13
Which
maybe.
quarter will have the most points scored?
Pick the third.
Ooh, any
Slow
logic
first
behind
half.
that?
Slow first half. Open it up in the second.
Okay. Which player received the more receiving yards, JSN or the Patriots'
I
leading
love it.
receiver?
I love this part. JSN, man.
Patriot. Okay. JSN or the Patriots as a team?
I think we'll go for Patriots there. Because I'm thinking like 110 maybe out of JSN. 110, 115. But I think Drake May has like 199, maybe 210.
Oh, okay. Which player will record more rushing yards, Kenneth Walker III or Ramondre?
KW3.
Yeah, I like that one. What will be the Seahawks' largest lead in the game? 6 points or fewer, 7 to 10, 11 to 14, 15 or more.
I did 11 to 14 on this one.
Ooh, that's a hefty boy there.
Seahawks have been looking good, especially this playoff run.
Will a field goal of 50 yards, of at least 50 yards, be made?
So many people picked yes on this. I picked no.
Reasoning?
I don't know if one gets taken.
Hmm.
I don't know if a 50-yarder
Patriots like
gets
to go
taken.
for it on fourth.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Said
fair.
I don't think they'll be rolling dice like the first drive, but after that first drive settles in, I think though if you're in plus territory, I
Yeah,
think you're looking for.
you're going for the DD.
Mm-hmm.
Three left, good sir. How many different players will record a reception? 10 or fewer, 11 or 12, 13, 14, or 15 or more?
I did 11 to 12.
You just shoot from the hip here.
Yeah, I think in games like this, you start going into some pocket plays and some pocket looks. Like you said, JSN. If JSN's going to be that guy, someone else is going to have to get some receptions.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, you plug and play, you get your big plays to your big guys when they open up, but I think 11 to 12 here. Got running backs catching some passes, so that's easily 3, maybe 4. Move the ball around a little bit.
Who will win Super Bowl MVP?
This one was probably the hardest one for me, but I ended up going with the quarterback, Sam Darnold.
Yeah, it's could you name when it wasn't last?
No?
Edelman, I know won it, but it was a decade ago.
I'll look for try to find the first.
Pup win it maybe with the Rams one.
Yes, he did.
Cub might have won it. Okay,
He
hold
did.
on. Let's play a little trivia game.
Okay. I'm looking at the list.
Give me the teams that were in it, and I'll see if I can get it. So
Uh,
last year was Eagles and Chiefs. Was it Saquon?
it was not.
Was Jalen Hurts?
Yeah.
Year prior was Chiefs and who?
The Niners.
That would have been Mahomes.
Yep.
Who was the year before that?
Chiefs and Philly.
Mahomes.
Mm-hmm. Then you had Rams, Cincinnati, which was the year Cup won.
That was Cup. Okay.
Yep, you got that one. Tampa Bay versus Kansas
Brady.
City. Yep.
Yeah.
Kansas City versus San Francisco.
That feels like Mahomes again.
Yep. New England versus the Los Angeles Rams, 13 to 3.
Was this the Edelman one?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Then you got Philly versus New England.
Foles.
New England versus Atlanta.
Brady. Ooh, was it Brady?
It was Brady. 43 of 62, 466 yards and 2 touchdowns.
I would have also said
Which
Rachaad White.
I'm looking at these MVPs. The next closest to that is Kurt Warner.
Jeez.
414 yards. Brady 466.
That was a crazy game though.
Was it 28-3? That's you need 466 yards to overcome that.
Dude.
All right, what was that? New England, Atlanta. The next one, Denver versus Carolina.
Ooh. Manning? Ooh, then it was Von Miller?
Von Miller, 6 tackles, 2.5 sacks.
Beast.
New England. How far back do you want me to go? It's 2015, so we're going 11 years back now. It's New England, Seattle.
Brady. And then Seattle over Denver.
Oh my, yeah, 43-8.
Yeah, blew him out. That would have been Russell Wilson?
No.
Position?
Linebacker.
Oh, oh my gosh, not Cam Chancellor. But Legion of Boom.
Pick 6.
Yeah.
Fumble recovery, 10 tackles.
He spent the last season or two with Washington. But his name is escaping me. Go ahead.
Malcolm Smith.
Oh, no, not who I was thinking of.
So 1, 2, 3.
So one defensive player.
2 defensive players, 2 wide receivers over the last 11 years. The rest are quarterbacks. 11,
so
12,
7 QBs
years.
in the last 11 years.
Yeah.
Okay, I like your pick. Sam Darnold is.
I think even if JSN goes for 2 TDs, Sam Darnold would also have 2 TDs and probably a third to someone else.
How many total offensive yards?
I just kind of spitballed something here. Put if Seattle can get 275, 300 maybe, I put the game at 530.
Submitted. And now just for funsies, which company do you think gets the best ad?
Which company?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I need a list of the companies going for the ads.
I think Budweiser's always got a good one.
Budweiser's good. Doritos.
You always get a good Doritos or FedEx. I've had good ones in the past. Doritos is a great shout, actually. Snickers do normally get one with the NFL. I don't know. I feel like the last couple of years you've had some standouts, but you've got some stinkers too that just have not been memorable.
Looking to see if I can find a list. There's no way.
Sure you're not gonna find it now.
No,
because they're gonna leave it secret. Yeah, we'll see. I do think the biggest impact it's got to be. I don't know. You said Doritos, and now my mind. I can't shake Doritos now.
the Doritos one. Keep your hands off my mama. Keep your hands off my Doritos. That lives rent free in my head all the time.
But yeah, I don't know. Are you gonna try to watch? You watch the whole game?
Yeah. I'll be doing the squares too, so I gotta keep up the score. Unless it's a blowout and I leave in the fourth quarter, but
I will probably have it on. Will I be paying full attention to it? We'll see. I just people don't even watch the game. Most people watch it because it's on at the house for the
Mm-hmm.
party of it. We're not going anywhere. We'll be home. Uh, but yeah, that's it. That's it, man. I'm excited for halftime. I think Bad Bunny's gonna do great. I think hopefully it's a good game, but that always helps. And Jets hired an offensive coordinator, so maybe we'll be back there next year. I don't know.
Heck yeah. Heck
Probably
yeah.
not.
We'll see you. We'll see you guys in the Super Bowl next year, right?
Yeah, no. I don't know if this is so sad. I don't know if the Jets make a Super Bowl in my lifetime.
Oh, that's tough to hear.
I mean, they haven't done it yet. Give them okay, okay. If I told you the next 10 years, yes or no?
Probably not.
Okay, 20.
A lot can happen. So maybe.
That's the most non-committal yes I've ever heard. You're like,
Maybe.
if
I
the
don't
world
know.
is still
They
here,
are the
like I don't
Jets.
even
You
know.
guys could have 18 head coaches in the next 20 years.
Yeah, I think we actually did that number. Um, yeah, and that's why I'm kind of like, I could just keep going up. And part of me's like, we'll just find a way to mess it up. Because as soon as Woody Johnson turns into dust, it'll be Brick, his son, who's taking it. Brick Johnson, who's going to go off of Madden ratings to see who to start a quarterback. So I don't need that. But I did see, put respect on his name, Pro Bowler Justin Fields,
Okay.
uh, which that tells you everything you need to know about that award. Did you watch any of it Tuesday night?
A little bit. I saw the NFC one off of Burrow interception. It was low scoring. I did see that too.
When you have the greatest athletes in the NFL playing on a Tuesday night in a warehouse, something's wrong.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they know how to. I don't know if they know how to fix it. Again, we've talked about all-star games 5 or 6 times now at this point in totality, but this is a big project. They're gonna need our expertise. I'm on call. Roger Goodell, let me know. Uh,
Hit us up. Hop on pod.
they got to
We
do
can talk
something.
it out.
This isn't it. I think I saw the highlights that night, or even maybe the morning after, and I have not seen anybody talk about it since. Meanwhile, the NBA is like hyping up who made it, what the teams are going to be, and this and that, this new format. Hockey dominated all the whole news cycle for about a week. Baseball dominated with the home run derby and the swing off at the end of the All Star game for a couple days. Like it's awesome. Show us, like, put all these all star athletes together in a competition, let them cook, and then for football, it's like, yeah, we're gonna play 2-hand touch in a warehouse. Dude, now that we're talking about it, like, have them do any other team activities. Have them go paintballing. I would watch NFL players paintball. I would watch them do laser tag. I would watch them go karting. Like,
FIFA
do
tournament.
anything else that is still competitive. What?
Do a NFL Olympics.
Sure.
Do all of it. Do a go karting. Do a paintball. Do a FIFA tournament. Do a Mario Kart.
Super Smash Bros. Or something like.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, I would. That'd be great. I would have. I'd be glued to my screen for that. But more football, it's not it. So we'll see. We'll see how this one goes. Uh, Anything else you got? Well, go Hawks. And when we we'll when we catch up next, we'll see who the big bowl win is.
Get the
I
official.
brother, if it's the Patriots, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might be filing for the Jets to switch conferences. I don't know. Can't do it. I can't be direct rivals with the best team of my lifetime.
Yeah, no, that's brutal.
So, and then
Yeah,
they lose this mythical quarterback, and it's like, oh, thank God.
and then they win again.
And they're back in it with a second year guy and a rookie head coach that just won Coach of the Year too. I don't know if the awards just went live. JSN got Offensive Player of the Year. Christian McCaffrey, Comeback Player of the Year. And Myles Garrett, Defensive Player of the Year. MVP should come out, I think, tomorrow. We'll see. But that is it for us this week. Enjoy the bowl.
Yes,
Enjoy the squares.
enjoy the big game.
And we'll catch you guys next week.
Take it easy.